everybody, so today I am going to bring you The Housekeepers Dog by Jerry Smath. So I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but sorry, there is going to be some background noise, so I apologize for that in advance, but let's just go ahead and enjoy this story. In a big house on an elegant street lived a very rich man and his very rich wife. They were very, very tidy. If the least thing was dirty, they were upset. So every day, Miss Dilly, the housekeeper, came in to clean. Every night, Miss Dilly went home to her own little house, and every night her dog greeted her at the door. The housekeeper loved her dog very much. She loved to watch him roll and scratch and play with his bone. One day, Miss Dilly brought her dog to the big house. She was going on her vacation trip. May I leave my dog with you while I'm gone? She asked the very rich man and his very rich wife. Just then the dog started to scratch. They looked at him with horror. The very rich man said, I know a place where your dog can have a vacation too. In fact, he will come back a new dog. All the signs though on their yard. Did you see that? Let me go back. It's like ridiculous. Do not disturb, peep out, quiet, like wipe your feet, I don't know. There's going to background noise, like I said. The housekeeper was pleased that her dog would also have a vacation, so she left on her trip, and the very rich man took her dog to the Madame de Puccio's school for dogs. He's looking at the fire hydrant. Indeed, you have a messy dog, said Madame de Pucci. Yes, indeed, said the very rich man. He does nothing but roll and scratch and play with his bone. I shall fix that, said Madame de Pucci. Come back in 2 weeks. He will be a new dog by then. When the housekeeper's vacation was over, she stopped at the big house. Where is my dear dog? She asked. I've missed him very much. The rich lady ran for her butler. Please ask the housekeeper's dog to join us, she said. At first, Miss Dilly didn't recognize her dog. Then she ran to give him a big hug. Stop! Don't do that, said the dog. You'll muzz my beautiful curls. The housekeeper was shocked to hear her dog talk, and she could not believe the way he looked. You've changed, she said. Come, we're going home to our own little house. I feel like I should bring it closer. Once outside, the dog said, the sun is too hot. Maybe I should give him a French accent. The sun is too hot. Please open your umbrella so I may stay cool. Of course, dear dog, said the housekeeper. Then the dog said, this sidewalk is very dirty. Please call a taxi. Miss Dilly didn't have much money, but she wanted her to please her dog, so she said, of course, dear dog, and called a taxi. Home at last, said Miss Dilly. Now you can roll and scratch and play with your bone. Roll? Scratch? Play with my bone? Certainly not, said the dog. I might get dirty, but I am hungry. Please prepare my dinner. Of course, dear dog, said the housekeeper. She opened a can of his favorite dog food. Dog food, said the dog. I want to eat what you eat, and I want to sit at the table. Of course, dear dog, said the housekeeper. You must be tired, she said. I will put a fresh blanket in your box. Me old box is much too small, said the dog. I prefer a bed in a bedroom of my own. There was only one bedroom in the house, so Miss Dilly said, very well, take mine. That night the dog slept soundly in the big bed, while the housekeeper tossed and turned on the couch. The next day at work, she was very tired. She returned home early. My dog will cheer me up, she thought, but he was nowhere in sight. He wasn't in the kitchen, he wasn't in the living room, and he wasn't in the closet, and he wasn't in the cellar. Miss Dilly was afraid. Something terrible must have happened to my dog, she screamed. Just then she heard a sound coming from the bedroom. Slowly she opened the door, and there was her dog, stretching and yawning. Dear me, I must have slept all day, said the dog. Bring me breakfast in bed. I would like bacon and eggs, toast, and a large glass of milk. Milk. The housekeeper was so happy to find her dog that all she could say was, "Of course, dear dog," and she brought him breakfast in bed. Next morning, a letter arrived for the housekeeper's dog. "I've been invited to a costume party at Madame de Pucci's school for dogs," he said. "Give me money to buy a costume," he demanded. The dog took the money and left without even saying thank you and bought the most expensive costume he could find. It was an elegant party. Dogs from all over town were there, and not one of them rolled, scratched, or played with his bone. You can always pause if you want to look at the pictures longer. When the party was over, the housekeeper's dog said, "I live in this small house, but I'll have my own housekeeper. Come and live with me, and we will have parties like this every day." So they all followed the dog to the housekeeper's house. Miss Dilly was still at work. All the dogs walked right in and made themselves at home. When she returned home and saw the dog, she became angry. "You are selfish dog," she shouted. "How dare you talk to me like that?" replied her dog. Come, we're leaving," he said to all of his friends. "This house is too small anyway. I'll take you to a house much bigger and much more elegant than this one." I was trying to get on a guy voice just so you guys know the whole story, but it was kind of fun. He took them to the big house where the very rich man and the very rich woman lived. He let the other dogs right in without even knocking. "Keep off the grass, wipe your feet." Their noise woke the man and his wife, who were asleep upstairs. "Get those untidy beasts out of here!" screamed the lady. The man called the dog catcher and then raced downstairs to grab the housekeeper's dog. All the dogs were running away just as the dog catcher arrived. "Help me!" cried the housekeeper's dog, but his friends just kept running, so he ran too. Till he reached the little house. "Stop!" yelled Miss Dilly. "Let go of my dog at once." "How do I know this is your dog?" asked the dog catcher. "My dog likes to roll and scratch and play with his bone," she replied. "Let him go and see for yourself." So the dog catcher let go of the dog. He rolled and scratched and played with his bone. The dog catcher smiled. It was enough proof for him. "Now come inside, dear dog," said Miss Dilly, "for I've missed you very much." And that is the end. So cute. Anyway, I love that book. Again, it's The Housekeeper's Dog by Jerry Smath. I think that's how you say his last name. But I just got that 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago at the bookstore. I have one more that I'll read for you guys tomorrow. So, yeah, see you guys next time. And if you want to join the family, you know how to do it by subscribing down below. And leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. Or my comments might be turned off, so sorry if you can't. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.